Fan, check. Hand towel, check. Hello, Internet. How are you doing today? Hi, my name is Maddie, and I came here today to review a couple items because I'm a little lost what to do, and I love makeup, to play with makeup and experiment and all that stuff. And I clearly made a trip to the drugstore last week. So I thought maybe today I would review a couple more items that they are all drugstore, and I do have two items though that they're not such drugstore, but I have like a big complaint about them. I was not happy at all. So I thought maybe we could start with the good stuff. Now, this is a tried and true favorite. I think anybody anywhere that wears makeup knows about this one, but I did buy a new one. So I'll show you the new one. Okay. And now this is what mine looks like. Because I decided to leave the sponge on this one. I usually rip the sponge off, but I found the applicator. It's not bad. It really isn't. Like if you're laying down for your especially eyeshadow base, I use it for that a lot. With a concealer brush because the sponge doesn't quite get it like as thin as you need it. So I'll work it with the sponge now and then take that out, maybe take a little off. 2 clicks is just way too much sometimes. And yes, this, oh, excuse me, this is just 10 out of 10 phenomenal. This covers, it covers stretch marks, capillaries, freckles, age spots. I don't know what you could have on your face that this wouldn't cover, but it's what it is. And again, it's called Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. My shade that I bought is called Cool Ivory. So many ivories, I know. And this will run you 10 to 12 US dollars. I like to research that just to like give you an idea. Again, it may be drugstore, but wow. Yeah, this, if you haven't tried it and you like concealer, if you need concealer, this is where I would go. If you're not used to working with liquids, it's a little weird with the sponge, but if once you get used to it, everything's like a-okay. I definitely recommend that. Now, this is so disappointing to me, and it just could be the way I read, but it's called Revlon Colorstay Satin Ink Lippy. Okay. So when I heard ink, I thought of the inks, the mattes that dry down, you know what I mean? The color of the item. This is by no means a lipstick. What this is a lip gloss. And I think it just happens to be the shade of my lips, but as you can see, it looks like I'm wearing nothing. It might be a good nude if that's your thing. Again, reading satin ink, I really thought it would dry down, stay there, ink down, and it did not. And that's sad. And this is called Revlon Colorstay Satin Ink. This is 007 Partners in Crime is the shade. And this will run you 8 to 12 US dollars. And I don't recommend it at all. And even as a lip gloss, it's not that good. It doesn't stay on, it quite wears down quite quickly. I'm just not a fan. Which is odd because L'Oreal and Revlon, I'm usually like really, really down for them. And was very disappointed with that. Very surprising. My next item, and I mentioned this earlier, this I was so excited for. This is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Powder Foundation. It's supposed to be a cream to powder. And my shade is 300 Ivory. That's what this color is. It's pretty much the color of the white on the, yes, it is. So what I wanted to do this right. Normally when I open one of these, I don't use the little spongy thing that comes in here. I'll use a brush, a beauty blender, something that's just more efficient. But I was so excited. I'm like, no, I'm going to do this. And I was reviewing. So I wanted to do this right. And I used the little sponge. I didn't know if I was supposed to drag or pat or what. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm not peeling right now. And this was so awful. It made my skin look like it was peeling. I'm not talking settling in fine lines and wrinkles. I'm talking about things that weren't there before. It just powdery, scaly, terrible. It's terrible. It's oh, I'm sorry, it'll run you 11 to $16 US dollars. If you see this and you think, oh, I'm of age, run. This was a letdown. I'll come in and show you my skin. I have since sprayed, and that calmed it down a little, the my finishing spray, but I'll come in to show you the skin. I don't know if you can still see it or not, but I don't have any of the coverage I usually have. And this is a powder. It felt like back in the 80s when you had your little powder foundation to powder your nose. That's what this is. This was by no means struck me as a foundation. It didn't have the strength, it didn't have the wherewithal. I wouldn't buy it. And I am so shocked that out of my products today, Maybelline, the Age Concealer, is my favorite by far. And what really, the Revlon and L'Oreal failed me. They haven't failed me since I was 13. Very upset. Well, I'm not very upset. I mean, it's makeup. I can donate. What I don't like, I usually donate to like the women's shelters and stuff because, everybody needs some help and it's cool. Yeah, I don't think I'll be hanging on to these. Mm-mm. But and again, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, if you haven't tried it, which at this point is just ludicrous to even say, I know, and I'm sorry, but if you haven't tried it, I recommend it highly. It does a great job. The only thing is, like when you apply it, you have to let it like settle, just like settle for just like a couple seconds, like 10 seconds before you work it. She likes a little air, but yeah, before she spreads out. But yeah, I was just thinking of how mad I am at the L'Oreal and Revlon. Now, these disappointed me so bad. I ordered these online. These are by Juvia's place. One is called the Rebel Grays and one is called the Rebel Mints. Now, when I saw mint and I saw a green packaging, I thought, wow, shades of green, mint, right? No, no. There's one shade of green here. This is silver. This is teal. And this is a teal shimmer. My son calls them blue. If, yeah, you're getting the full. So this was the mints. Not so much. And then the grays, like, because I love a good gray and pink, right? But and I know grays are tough. I do. Again, so happy to find it. These are my grays. I have 3 shades of silver and 1 graphite gray. I am so upset. Now, these were disappointing. These were the internet I sent for these. These will run the quad. This is only a quad, and it's $10 to $15. And I mean, I don't know if you can wear 3 shimmers together. I can't. That's the grays. I just, no. But it was really the mints mint. I mean, you're free to tell me I'm crazy. Oh, I know I'm crazy. I'm like the good crazy. I'm just a little crazy. I know I'm crazy. But yeah, I see teal blue. I have a green here and it's another silver. So yeah, so disappointed with this. I was gonna use this today and maybe review them. I ended up using my Pure 2.0 palette on my eyes if there's any interest in that. That was a pretty good palette. The original one was had a broken shadow in it. I had to send it back. No, I didn't send it back. They just sent me another one. And the second one was much better. It's a really good palette. That's a good palette. It's Pure Festival 2.0. If you get a chance, I would try that out. But this is what gray and mint looks like according to Juvia's place. So that's caveat emptor. And again, Revlon and L'Oreal, I'm a little mad. to this afternoon. Just a little mad at you guys. You never let me down before. And the Maybelline, I'm not usually a fan of Maybelline for anything, but the instant rewind is just incredible. So if you haven't given it a try, maybe you want to. It's good for all skin types, texture, oily, dry, scaly, even when you're not scaly. I couldn't believe it. It looked like I had retinol for like a week, and I was so disappointed. I love my cream to powder foundations, and L'Oreal didn't do so hot. So that is it for me. I hope you're having a wonderful everything, anything, everything. And I will talk to you soon. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow with some more reviews. I have some uploaded already. I could make some. It really depends how I feel with the Ehlers-Danlos. It's very hit or miss. It's some days you can't even get out of bed, and then other days you can get out of bed and you don't fall, and maybe you can move a little, but it's limiting. It really is. And I don't want to bitch about that too much because, as far as my Ehlers-Danlos goes, my primary issue is gait, range of motion, and pain. And when you look it up, the first symptom, pain. Everybody's in pain. I don't want to sit here and bitch about that. But come May, when I go to the doctor who knows what Ehlers-Danlos is, we're going to have some information and we're going to go from there. I will keep you, of course, updated until then, and just do my little silly reviews and hang out, okay? So please have a good anything and everything, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye.